There are two times throughout the day that will basically determine everything you accomplish in your life. And those two times are the morning and right before you go to bed. And in this video, I'm going over exactly what I do right before I go to bed to attract abundance and prosperity in my life. What is going on, everybody? It's your man, Thatcher Chomsky, back with another video. If you are new here, this is a vegan fitness and personal development channel. So if that sounds good to you, if that sounds like you guys want to join the ride, then hit that subscribe button right down below. It's completely free. So we are back with one-up weekends, and if you are not familiar with this series, this is basically the series where I go over how you can one-up yourself. Just a little improvement that you can take from each one of these videos, and it's very personal development related. And it's about 7:30 at night. The sun's going down in a few hours, and we are talking about my nightly ritual that I will do and that I do every single day. So I've had a nightly ritual for a pretty long time now. But what I just recently started doing is what I wanted to really share with you guys, because this has really brought what I do each day to the next level. I have noticed since I've started doing this that I'm getting like a lot more done. But first I'm going to tell you why it is so important, guys, to have that nightly ritual and a morning ritual as well. I already made a video on a morning ritual routine you can do. You can click that card in the top right corner right now if you want to see it after this video. But today we are talking about the nightly ritual. Now, why is right before you go to bed so important? Well, let me give you guys a good example. Have you guys ever gone to bed in a very bad mood and woken up in a bad mood? That is because before bed, you primed yourself to wake up with whatever you were thinking right before bed. So whatever you're thinking or doing before bed has this spillover effect onto the next day, and it can determine the rest of your entire day, which is why it's so important to do this every single night. This is something that Charles Duhigg in his book, The Power of Habit, addressed, and I highly recommend that book, but I'm just gonna quote it real quick here. He said, "This is a keystone habit, or could be a keystone habit for you." And what that is basically is small changes or habits that people introduce into their routines that unintentionally carry over into other aspects of their lives. I've actually read the book, The Power of Habit, and it had a pretty profound effect on me. I finally became aware of what habits were harming me and what habits were doing me good, and what habits I needed to add or subtract from my life, and how exactly to do that, because there is this really simple formula that he goes over to change your habits or to add habits. So if you want to check out that book, which I highly recommend, it'll be in the description. There'll be a link, just click on it and you can go and grab that for yourselves. And for me and tons of other people out there, and almost all other successful people you know, they are journaling at some point in the day. But journaling right before bed, I have found to be most effective. So Thomas Edison said, "Never go to sleep without a request to your subconscious." And that rings so true to me. So what I do is just write down everything I accomplished during the day first. That is the first thing that goes into my journal. The reason I write down everything I accomplished is not only because it will put me in the right mindset before bed, because I'll be thinking about all the things I did during the day and I'll be like, okay, that's great, I got all this done, but also I can see what I can improve on for the next day as well, and see what I need to accomplish even more the next day if possible. And then I'll write down 3 goals that I want to complete the next day. And don't make them absolutely ridiculous, because if you don't complete them, you're gonna be bummed, and then you're gonna go to bed bummed, you're gonna wake up bummed, just like I said, guys. So just write down 3 things you wanna accomplish during the next day, And while you're sleeping, your subconscious, because this is the last thing you did right before bed, it's the last thing your mind is focusing on, your subconscious will reprogram, and it will allow it to prime your whole being into wanting to accomplish that during the next day. And I've really noticed this since I started doing it, guys. I write only 3 small things I want to accomplish right before bed now, and it's been almost every single day that I've gotten those things done. And these things are all things that are really benefiting my future. And the usual case is that I'll find that I accomplished all those things and even more. You know, it's so inspiring to just actually write down and visually see what you've accomplished during the day. It requires a lot of self-awareness, and it develops good self-awareness as long as you're just writing down your thoughts on a piece of paper and what you want to accomplish. Once it's set in stone, not literally set in stone, once it's set in pen, let's say, that is going to be the catalyst as to how you're going to actually do things that you didn't even think were possible. Journaling is just pretty much the best thing you can adopt if you really want to see success in your life, if you really want to see yourself improve, because writing down your thoughts, knowing exactly what's going on in your head, and being able to analyze it and make the right decisions through your writing is the most important thing you need to change your life, guys. So my challenge for you today, watching this video, is to tonight write down all the things you accomplished in a journal. Start this daily journal and then write down 3 goals that you want to accomplish tomorrow. And also you can write down pretty much whatever else you want, whatever's on your mind that's been bugging you. I find that writing it down on a piece of paper or in a journal just calms me down. It makes me feel better. It makes me understand and handle the situation better. So thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys enjoy the 1UP Weekend series and you keep coming back for more. And if you just learned one thing in this video and you're happy with it, then leave a like for me as well. And I will catch you guys in the next video.